A knife. चूरी.
Yeah, that has become iconic.
सवाल सोच समझ के पूछना. Never told anybody. Only my mom knew and my sister knew because they had heard the script with me. I didn't have any apprehensions. I never do anything unless I'm 100%, 120% sure that I want to do it. Crazy, I'm half crazy anyways. तो चश्मा निकाल दो मैं अंधी भी हो जाती हूँ. That it's been 30 years that I've been in the film industry. You know, I never wanted to follow in my mother's footsteps. It kind of happened. Films just happened to me. Literally just happened to me because I was in the right place at the right time. I think Nisa is somebody that will make that decision for herself. I think the one thing that I would take back to the 90s would be Vanity Vans. I did a lot of stuff that thank God never came out on social media. Actually मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं. जितना आप सोच बोल रहे हो ना मैंने की होगी लेकिन मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं.
Hindi cinema can never be described without the mention of her contribution. Today I'm going to deter from my usual introductions and not going to use any adjectives because her name itself is an adjective of greatness. Today I'm sitting with the Kajol. So ma'am, firstly, welcome to Bollywood Bubble. I have to say, like 25 years of Gup, like these kind of landmarks don't seem alien to your name because be it DDLJ, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and now this, like a lot of your films have crossed these landmarks and they still remain relevant today. Firstly, like how does it feel to have such kind of an iconic filmography where you are getting such recognition and celebration even after so much time?
I would say I'm lucky in that. I am lucky to have chosen the right films, worked with some fantastic people, and worked with some amazing scripts, fabulous music. It's a contribution of everything. मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये कभी एक इंसान की जर्नी है जिसे आप कहते हैं सिर्फ मेरी फिल्मोग्राफी नहीं है. ये इतने सारे लोगों की फिल्मोग्राफी है. So I don't think that I can take credit for all of that. But yes, I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah. But when we mention the name Gup, when you hear the name Gup, what are the first flashes of memory that come to your mind?
A knife. चूरी.
Yeah, that has become iconic.
सवाल सोच समझ के पूछना.
भाई अभी तो हाथ में असली वाला भी था, so मैं वैसे ही थोड़ा सा वो. But like the adventure that you had, because that was a very unconventional role for that time, and even today a lot of actresses might not be able to accept that kind of role that you did even at that time. What were the things that people said to you when you told them that you were gonna take this kind of psychopathic role?
First of all, I never told anybody only. मैंने किसी को बताया ही नहीं. I never told anybody. Only my mom knew and my sister knew because they had heard the script with me. So that was something that not everybody knew. And secondly is that I think the film spoke for itself. Rajiv made a very tight, compact murder mystery. It was the way the film was made as well. It wasn't just about the surprise packet at the end. It was about the way the film was made, the music. Everything had, you know, a contribution to it. The action, everything contributed to making it a nice, tight, compact murder mystery that, you know, touch wood lives on till today.
Yeah. And also, like today, we talk a lot about mental illness. It's a very prevalent topic. People kind of pay attention to it. But at that time, mental illness wasn't talked about much. So, playing a psychopathic actor, was there any apprehension about taking up that role?
I didn't have any apprehensions. I never do anything unless I'm 100%, 120% sure that I want to do it.
Yeah.
So I was definite that I wanted to do it. And to play crazy, I'm half crazy anyways. तो चश्मा निकाल दो मैं अंधी भी हो जाती हूँ. इतने सारे handicap के साथ तो मुझे लगता है कि I was made to do this role.
Yeah, and I think you are one of the very few people, actors or actresses, that whenever you have returned to the screen, people have accepted you with open arms, with not just critical success, but a lot of blockbusters as well. Be it when you returned with Fana or when you returned with Dilwale, every time your return has been quite a humongous one. We can say that. So the love that you enjoy from the audience, what do you have to say about that? The acceptance that
I am so grateful for it. मुझे लगता है अभी 30 साल खत्म होने आए मुझे. I think in another few days I'll be finishing 30 years, and I was shocked that it's been 30 years that I've been in the film industry, and I'm still, I'm touched that, you know, so many people, all the fans that I have till today, love me as I am. मुझे कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. और it's heartfelt. And I can't say enough of thank yous to all these people who have made me who I am today.
Yeah. And when you chose Gupt, you had a very successful film, couple of films behind you, including DDLJ. And you were being accepted as that girl next door, the lovey-dovey girl, to take that step and then come into that zone of that.
Actually, मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं.
हाँ.
जितना आप सोच बोल रहे हो ना, मैंने की
Yeah.
होगी, लेकिन मैंने इतना सोचा नहीं. I mostly did films because I wanted to do them. I like scripts. I'm a reader. मैं बहुत सारी कहानियाँ पढ़ती हूँ, तो मुझे गुप्त बहुत अच्छी किताब की तरह लगी.
Yeah.
और मुझे लगा कि ये किरदार जो है मुझे करना ही चाहिए. अगर मैं नहीं करूँगी तो I will regret it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And whether it was the right time for it, I don't know. But it was the right time for me at least.
Yeah. Was Ajay sir also a part of your life at that time when you were shooting for Gupt? No. Okay. But like after that, when you come, you kind of faced a lot of failures as well, kind of films that were not received well after that. But you always made a very smashing return. People accepted you as you are, as I said. So when you see your filmography and the acceptance that even Ajay sir has got, do you want your kids to also follow in your footsteps?
You know, I never wanted to follow in my mother's footsteps. It kind of happened. Films just happened to me. Literally just happened to me because I was in the right place at the right time. And you know, it kind of happened. मैं किसी और के photo session के लिए कर गई और मैंने अपने photo खींच लिए और मुझे offer आया. So it was just a fate. It was coincidence. किस्मत बोल दो.
Yeah.
At the right place at the right time that this happened to me. But as for my children, I think that I will support them in whatever they want to do. जो भी करना है उनको, as long as खुश रहे और you know, as long as they're happy and fulfilled. I think my biggest job as a mother is not to guide them into the film industry, but to guide them into whatever makes them happy and makes them productive members of society.
Yeah, and I feel like people are quite excited to see if Nisa comes into the films because already she has become quite a big celebrity.
So she's. I think Nisa is somebody that will make that decision for herself. But like I said, I'm not pushing her away from it. I'm not pushing her towards it. It's something that she will do for herself. And she's 18 years old. She's a grown-up woman, young lady.
Yeah. Like you have always accepted the choices you have made, like unabashedly. You have always stood by them. Do you think that kind of attitude works today in the industry?
Honestly, I don't think morals, ethics, and standards ever go down. I think they're individual to people. And if you stand up for your morals and your ethics and your morals, ethics, and standards, it doesn't need to be trendy. It just needs to be you.
So if you have to bring one back from the 90s in today's time, what would it be? And one thing from the current time of film industry that you would put in the 90s?
I think the one thing that I would take back to the 90s would be Vanity Vans. एक चीज तो definitely Vanity Vans definitely लेके जाती मैं. और as far as what I would bring back from there would be the absence of cell phones. बिल्कुल, हमको बहुत दिक्कत होती थी क्योंकि सेल फोन्स नहीं हुआ करते थे किसी के पास और हमको लैंडलाइन पे जाके खड़े रहना पड़ता था लाइन में for this thing. And yes, it's difficult, but I think somewhere down the line it gave us more privacy. It gave us more. There were lots of good things to it as well. So yeah.
But do you feel fortunate about that you have lived a life where you were not always scrutinized in every step because of the social media?
Definitely. I needed a lot of stuff that thank God never came out on social media. Thank God वहाँ पे phone नहीं थे जब हमने इतनी सारी मतलब अजीब करतूतें की.
Yeah. If there's one special memory you have to recall from the sets of Gupt, what would it be?
I think it's just the fact that I worked with Ashok Mehta. And you know, he was the cameraman of the film, but he and I got really close. I think he was the person that I really got close to, and I'm so grateful that I got a chance to work with him because he was a true genius. He was a real genius, and till today I remember Gupt. A large part of Gupt being so much fun was because every morning I would sit with him, we would have tea together, and we would chat, and we would crack these stupid jokes. So yeah, I miss him till today.
And I cannot not mention that you were the first actress ever to get a Best Actor in a Negative Role award for this film. You kind of paved the path for other actors and actresses to follow. Like Priyanka Chopra was the next one who kind of followed. Then it was also after 6-7 years. So you have left a legacy behind. When you look back at that, how does it make you feel?
I wouldn't say it's a legacy. I would say it was, like you said, choices don't have to be trendy. Yeah. Choices don't have to be, path breaking. They just have to be your choices, and you just have to stand up for them. Yeah. So path breaking happens later. That's the bonus. Legacies happen later.
Yeah, but now that you have reached a place where you kind of control the work you do, you have always done that. But like today, you are in the position where you can command that kind of respect, that kind of choices that you want to make. What are the kind of projects you are looking for now?
I'm looking for the same kind of projects that I always looked for. I think the script matters to me more than anything else. And again, I say that I want to work with only good people. I want to work with people that I like. I'm very clear about that. I don't want to work with somebody that I don't like. I think shooting should be fun. I think doing a film should be fun, and you should feel happy while you're doing the film. And I can't feel happy if I don't like the people that I'm working with.
Yeah, like I remember watching you in Tanaji, and I was like, she just owns the screen every time she comes on it. Very few people command that kind of a thing. So thank you for being that person always. Thank you for always kind of making my childhood happier, and now my adulthood also much more happier with your presence in it. I was just saying to the people as you enter, like, I don't know why her charm never withers away. That is something that is always there. And thank you for carrying yourself that way. Thank you for being the person you are. It has been a pleasure to get to talk to you. An honor and a privilege. Thank you so much for this. And can't wait to celebrate much more years of films to come. Like next year, 25 years of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai are coming. And I'm sure K3G in then the next 4 years after that. So yeah, so there are a lot of celebrations coming our way. Thank you so much, Kajol ma'am. Can't wait to see more of you on screen and off screen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you. Hi, this is Kajol and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.